let's test some new things out. Like mainly, because while I love doing the chapter by chapter, I do feel like we're a little long-winded.
I agree. I agree. I agree.
I think maybe doing just the overall summary and then just go at it like
Yeah,
our favorite. Just have a good old 1, 2 little discussion moment. I
I'm
think
with
gets
it.
gets us going a little bit better than just going chapter by chapter.
I think I agree, to be honest with you, because we definitely are long-winded. And I feel like, especially with 50 Shades itself, do I sound okay, by the way?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Crystal clear.
I also feel like with 50 Shades itself, like everybody at this point's read it. Everybody knows what's going
Let's
on.
watch it.
We're
Yeah.
just tearing it apart because we
We're
can.
just we're tearing that shit apart because good lord, rereading it made me want to poke my eyes out with a pair of forks.
Honestly, same. And I remember it being so good when I was.
That, oh, this cough's still lingering. By the way, guys, we both died for like a month.
Yes, we both did die for a month.
We died for a month. She died first, then I quickly joined her. Then she got better. Then I had surgery. A lot happened over the holiday.
It's been a quite a few it's basically it's a month. It's been a month. Oh my gosh.
It's been a whole month since.
Cuz the 25th is tomorrow. Yeah, so we're recording this on the 24th of January and Shiznit basically went downhill on Christmas Day for me. I got sick on Christmas Day and it's just been downhill since.
It has been a like we went ass over tea kettle into the new year, like hardcore.
Literally.
It still hurts. It still hurts. But you know what? No pain, no gain.
No
Right
pain, no
now.
gain. What a way to bring in the new year.
Oh, and boy does it hurt. It's not bad. For context, I got my boobs done.
I didn't know if you were going to share that or not.
Yeah. I'll share. Um, yeah, I got a set of twins. I birthed twins. My sister birthed her baby. Oh my god, yeah. Did we talk about my sister birthing a baby
No, that your
in the
your
last
sister
episode?
birthed a baby after our last
Well,
podcast.
that's right. Okay,
We were
so
on
my sister
baby watch on the last podcast.
we were on baby watch. Baby watch is no longer because sweet little baby nephew boy is here. So now I'm an auntie to two. And then I birthed my own twins.
Birthed them, had them implanted, same, same.
Different. Um, yep, no, I'm now a proud mother of 425cc.
Oh my
And did you know that they give you a tracking card for them?
god. What do you mean they give you a tracking card?
I have a card that has each implant serial number. It's I was given basically a birth certificate.
No, you know what this is reminding me of? When I got my IUD, they gave me a little card with like the lot number and stuff on it. It's
Yeah, it's the same thing. So that one tells me the time to take it out. This one just tells me, hey, you got any problems? You got a 10-year warranty. Oh no, I have a lifetime warranty. I have a
here's
lifetime warranty on these bad boys.
here's your lifetime warranty card on your freaking your
Oh,
twins.
literally, my mom handed it to me the next day, and I was like, "The hell is this?" And she's like, "Oh, it's to track the twins." And I'm like, "Oh, cool." I never
Perfect.
thought of that.
And just a heads up, Karina, your mic does sound okay. It's not awful, but for our listeners, because of Karina's surgery, and because of the way she is, she's got the mic kind of on her stomach, so it's you know you really do sound okay, Karina. There's been a couple moments
Um,
where it like you sound a little louder, or you sound a little quieter, and it's just because she's holding it on her stomach rather than having it like stationary on the
Yeah,
desk. So
no, I'm holding it, so it's probably moving with every breath I take. So sorry, y'all. But that's what we're working with because I can sit up, I just can't hunch over.
yeah,
And right now I'm leaning back almost like an a-hole in this chair, and it feels so good.
I can
Um,
like envision it because I've been in that office before, so I can like envision you right now, just
it-
hanging on for dear life, leaning back.
um, to anyone who's curious, I'm not in a lot of pain. I'm I'm good. I'm sore. I am tender. We went under the muscle, and I am technically day 4 post-op because I had surgery Monday. So that doesn't count. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, 4-ish.
4.5, yeah.
Whatever. 4.5, 5. Um, and I have way more mobility than I thought I was going to,
I'm
and
gonna be
not a lot of
so
pain.
I'm gonna be so honest with you. It already feels like it's been like 2 weeks. I
It
don't know why,
does.
but
It went by fast but slow.
like for
Um,
me, on like my perspective, I mean, obviously I'm not with you, but genuinely, I feel like it's already been 2 weeks. Like you said 4, and I was like, it's been more than 4 days, and then I was like, I counted out. I'm like, no, it really hasn't. Like it just happened, but
it
I don't
just
know.
happened. But the healing process is going pretty good. Um, I just have to be very, very careful with how I move. Like I can't lift my hands over my head yet.
Hmm.
Um, I can't lift my elbows above my shoulders. I have to be careful. I can't let the cat make biscuits on me. She's strictly tummy, and she's not happy about it. Um, but it's not. I was expecting way more pain. I was expecting to be hunched over like a shrimp, but I'm not. I'm doing okay. I'm still having many mental breakdowns or feeling useless because I can't. Like there are limitations to what I can do, but it's not bad. It's not bad. I don't regret it. They still look crazy, but once the swelling and everything goes down and they fully settle, they're gonna look fantastic.
I think
Fantastic.
they're going to be incredible. I'm so excited for you. I think you made the best choice for you, and I cannot wait to like hug you with your boobs for the first time.
With my new boobs, it is weird because like I'm getting feeling back in some areas and other areas is still pretty numb.
Hmm.
Um, which again, I'm like, oh, that's kind of a good thing. Like I just the skin around where the incision is, girl, that thing is tender.
Oh yeah,
Tender.
absolutely,
I'm
absolutely.
like, oh, I have feeling back. And then oh, Ellie, she's so opinionated about
I was
this
gonna
too.
say,
She's mainly mad because I can't walk her.
hmm
Um, we're gonna try later. We're gonna try going slow, just so I can tire myself out because sleeping has been not great,
not been easy.
not the best,
Well, I
but
know because
it is what
usually,
it is.
like before you had surgery and everything, like I could tell. I'm like, oh, Karina's sleeping. Like, because we obviously are on different time zones, so I would message you and you wouldn't be up yet. But I feel like I fall asleep, you're still awake. I wake up, you're awake. Like, I feel like if I message you or like you're sending stuff and I'm just like this girl's not sleeping. Like, I can definitely tell that this has affected your sleep for sure. Like, I notice a difference.
It's bad. It's
Yeah.
bad. A lot of it has to do with the fact that I'm sleeping upright. Like I have to be propped up, and that's not comfy.
Yeah.
Um, Also, just I don't know. Like it's not even pain. I think it really is just I'm so used to being active. I'm so used to going to work. I'm so used to going to the gym, and now I'm like, well, I guess
Here I
it's time to go to
am.
bed. Like, yeah, it's that's the hardest adjustment, and just kind of like I'm such a touchy feely, cuddly person, and I can't now. Like I'm literally looking like Sleeping Beauty in the bed, and that's the hardest part, honestly. Like the mental part of it, not even the physical recuperation. But Lord knows what it's going to be like going back to the gym. So I'll keep you
Yeah.
posted on that.
Yeah, keep us posted. Absolutely. The offer to rub your knees still stands.
My knees.
Because it's all I
I
really
need,
could do. I could just sit there and rub your knees so you could get some cuddly feely time in.
I need my shoulder massaged, honestly.
Oh, I'd be so scared that like if I like pulled or something and it like made it tight
If
and
you
then it would
touch
make you
something,
pain, like if I like squeezed too
nah.
hard or something and it made it more tight and then it caused you pain. I'd be too scared. So I can give you some knee rubs.
All right, I'll take knee rubs.
Knees down. But I don't like feet, so knees and calves.
That's fine. The feeties don't need much anyway.
Oh girl.
There's a lot of tippy tapping happening outside.
Like rain?
No, like Ellie.
Oh, like Ellie. Yeah, I can't hear it.
Yeah, that's okay. Oh, I still have this lingering cough though.
You do.
Not as bad as it was, because Lord knows I was a mess.
Girl,
You understand? You get it.
I swear I coughed for 3 weeks.
It's bad.
I still kind of have like I feel like every now and then I'm like how you just like cleared your throat. I feel like I still have to do that a little bit too. That was a nasty cold.
Whatever Victorian era Black Plague hit, I feel like it hit everyone around Christmas time, because my mom woke up the day after Christmas super sick, and I was like, here we go. Yeah, no, it's not fun.
It's
I'm
not
sure
good.
many of you guys were also hit with it, because even listening to some of my podcasts, they were hit with it, and they're like, this sucks. And there's not much you can do other than take as much Dayquil as legally possible without ODing.
Literally Dayquil, freaking NyQuil. I got to the point, well, because like the NyQuil like dries you out or whatever, and then that would make me cough more. So I quit the NyQuil and I just went straight Benadryl because I was like, I just need to sleep. Like I don't even care anymore. I know you're not supposed to take Benadryl to sleep, but I was like, I just need to sleep. Because at this point, the NyQuil is not even making me sleep anymore. It's just making me feel worse. So I was literally just like popping Benadryl like it was candy and just forcing myself to sleep because I was like, I can't do this.
So I was taking the nighttime Mucinex because mine is just all in my chest.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until I literally got an inhaler and a small Z pack of antibiotics the week before my surgery to make me feel better that I finally was like, oh, thank God.
Praise the Lord. I know, like 3 weeks out, I was still coughing, and the doctor that I work for was like, are you gonna do something about that cough? And I was like, as a matter of fact, no. And he's like, do you want an inhaler? And I was like, no. Like, leave me alone. Like, everyone and their mom. I should have probably got the inhaler, but it always makes me jittery, and I just hate that feeling, so.
It helped me get through work, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, it made me jittery, but it got me through work, and that's all that matters.
Well, and you work
MVP,
evenings, which for you
yeah.
sucks, because I'm sure the later in the day, the worse you felt. Because that's how I was. Like, we'd get closer to nighttime, and I would just get worse and worse and worse.
Yeah, it was a struggle. But we did it. We lived. We're on the other side. We survived surgery. Now we're just gonna thrive and thrive.
Now, here we are, a month later after having read the book that we're going to discuss today. So that's great. I had to do a little, like, skim through this morning to refresh my brain again, because I just can't hold on to stuff that long.
And let's be real. If you just watch the movie or even just watch Twilight and change the names, you're good. You're so good. Rereading the book we're discussing today, guys, is 50 Shades of Grey, which honestly should be renamed 50 Shades of what the fuck.
50 Shades of Red Flags.
Oh, red flags galore. Christian fucking Grey is a walking red flag. Anastasia Steele is probably a bigger dumb fuck than Bella Swan was, and that takes the fucking cake.
Her and her inner goddess.
Okay, I counted it. Inner goddess is said 61 times in this book.
You counted it?
I counted it. 61. The phrase inner goddess is said 61 times, but I digress. Why are we talking about 50 Shades of Grey? Well, oh wait, hold on. Welcome back to Hot Takes and Paper.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Welcome back to Hot Takes and
Yes,
Paperbacks.
yeah, let's dive in. Welcome back to Hot Takes and Paperbacks.
I'm your host, Scotty.
And I'm your other host, Harley.
And we're a couple of hot messes. You gotta give us a break, okay?
Nah.
We literally died and came back.
We died, came back to life. It's been over a month since we recorded a podcast. I guess cue the music now.
Oh, welcome back. We're discussing, like I said, 50 Shades of Grey. And why are we discussing it? Why do we have to go through this? Quite frankly, terrible excuse of a book. And it's because it's probably one of the first, would you say, like, openly read or openly talked about erotic romance novel.
Oh my god, yeah,
Or
this is like the freaking.
it's the Bible of smut. It's not a good one,
It's
but
not a
it
good
is
one, but it is the
it's one of the
reason.
founding fathers.
Right, like it's the reason. Like all of the. It had all of the suburban moms clutching their pearls. I was in high school. My mom was a librarian. She had to fight the library board to get this book into the library.
Yeah.
That is. So, in my opinion, at least for like our generation, this is kind of where the smut
It
obsession started.
really, it really is. It's the start of it, at least, to kind of bring we'll call it smut because the just erotic romance sounds so 50s crusty dusty.
Yeah.
It's one of the first big smut books to really be like, hey, we're more than just shitty dime store novels, even though it is a shitty dime store novel. And kind of normalized to be like, well, if we can accept that dudes watch porn, like, let's just accept that women read smut. Like,
Yep.
it kind of set that precedence of maybe let's not make sex so taboo or any adult type novels. So just like, pearl clutching, that's disgraceful, like that's shameful. No, like it really did kind of level the playing field to be like, hey, fuck it. If
You watch it, I
mom,
read it.
yeah, well, not just that, but like if mom and mom 123 over there is reading it, then like Sinner Slut 427 over here is also reading it. Like it
I'm sorry,
made
Karina, I can't understand you.
okay. Can you hear me now? It's the fact that like it brought two different people. Like you have people who are used to reading smut but are hiding it, and then you have people that have never read it and are not being exposed to it. Like
Right.
it's evening out the playing field for everyone.
Oh, absolutely.
Um, and when it came out, it's so strange to say it came out 15 years ago.
It is, yeah, I was looking, so public original publication date is June 20th of 2011. So
15 years ago. So the world has changed since then, and
a
thank fuck because
lot
we have
has
so
changed.
many better smut books. But for
Well, it's
it to be
also, with it being a smut book, it's also a fanfic.
exactly, my next point, it's another fanfic that made it to yeah, made it to the printing press. Which we're seeing a lot more now with
Which
things like Heated Rivalry, Alchemized. We're seeing more and more
After's a good one too. And
after, yeah,
this is a
fan fiction or
fanfic.
retellings.
Yeah, this is a fanfic that made it to like print, but not only to print in like traditional publishing, but that also made it to the big screen.
to the to the silver screen and made money. The amount of money is kind of ridiculous. Like
Do you
it
know the
was a
number?
blockbuster. I can look it up.
I know it made a lot, but I actually don't know the number, so that would be an interesting little factoid.
Let me see, because Universal Pictures was the one that picked it up. But it sold by 2017. The trilogy of the books sold over 150 million copies.
That is
If
crazy.
it's insane. Like if you really sit down and think about it, and it was self-published first.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
She self-published it, and then it got picked up by an actual publishing company, and just took off. Like
Right.
it completely took on a mind of its own. Let's see. 50 Shades of Grey movie gross income. Whoo! It made $570 million worldwide, grossing about 166 million domestically and 403 million internationally. And they only had a $40 million budget.
That is crazy.
That's insane. And that's just
I was gonna say, is that just the first movie?
that's just the first movie.
Oh my
The
gosh.
entire trilogy earned over $1.3 billion globally.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Especially,
I
I'm gonna
and I
tear this
do
shit apart
remember.
right now because that shit was such garbage. So the fact that, in my opinion, a garbage book and a garbage movie made this big of a splash just proves how badly we needed that at that time.
Oh, 100%. It because we were bored. Let's be so fucking for real.
We
It was a
were
time when we
bored.
were bored. And I remember when this movie came out and everyone, there was, oh my God, like just the amount of vibrators and shit that was taken and found in the theaters was
Oh
insane.
no. Oh no.
People got wild because this was the new big thing. You had um we had Paranormal Activity, we had a good run of horror films, we had the Harry Potter, we had Lord of the Rings. Now all of a sudden we got smut hitting the screen.
Woohoo.
And of course, it's the same thing with the Twilight phenomenon, where everyone wanted to know who was going to be cast as Christian Grey, who was going to be Anastasia Steele, who was going to survive our fantasies. And they didn't live up to them.
Yeah.
They are both. Dakota Johnson, I love her. I genuinely do love her. I think she's a fantastic actress when she's in her element. And she's pretty. She's very, very pretty. Very girl next door. She's hilarious. This role did not fit her.
Mm-mm. I
In
agree.
fact, it did her fucking dirty. And same with the dude. I can't remember what the hell his name is. Do you remember?
I can't either. I don't remember
Jamie
his
Dornan.
name, but I
Jamie
know
Dornan.
he was not, in my opinion, he was not attractive enough for the
It's not
role.
that he wasn't attractive enough. It's that he was just way too rugged, and Christian Grey is supposed to be really clean cut.
Right, right. That's probably a better way to put it. It's kind of like the same thing with like Edward Cullen. I did not. Robert Pattinson. I love Robert Pattinson. Do not get me wrong. Him as the Batman, my favorite freaking thing in the whole entire world. Him as Edward Cullen makes me want to gouge my ass out.
Yeah, it is. It's insane. It's insane. And Dakota Johnson, when in The Materialist, oh my god, I
Oh, I love
loved her.
her. Absolutely, I
Loved
love
her.
her to death. But for this role, no.
No, and for Madam Web, girl, you need a better, you need a better agent.
Something.
But she is gonna be, and I'm like, girl, she's cast in Verity, which is a Colleen Hoover
Yeah.
novel.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thoughts and prayers to you, Dakota. Hopefully it goes well, and hopefully it's not as bad as what you went through with 50 Shades.
Well, and I hope we don't have another. I do want to preface this. I don't know if you know this or not, so I don't want to say anything bad about Colleen Hoover. She has been diagnosed with cancer, so that's not great for her. But I'm not a big fan of Colleen Hoover as an author or as a human being in general. Personal opinions here. Again, don't want to say anything negative about her. She is going through a lot right now in her life.
Yeah.
But I'm praying we don't have a similar situation as what we had from It Ends With Us.
That was a whole, but it gave us so much drama between Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively, and now both have ruined their careers. And she ruined Ryan Reynolds' career.
Ryan Reynolds went downhill. Taylor Swift's starting to go downhill. Like, this whole situation with that, like, not to go down that rabbit hole, this whole situation has gone really bad. So I'm just hoping we don't have another, like, again, I don't want to say anything bad about Colleen Hoover, but I'm just praying to God this isn't like a Colleen Hoover curse situation, and Dakota Johnson does very well. I never read Verity, so I don't know if this is going to be the right role for her or not, but I'm just really hoping that she does not go through a similar situation like she did with 50 Shades. I really am.
I'm hoping so too. Anne Hathaway is a producer on it, so I have hope.
Well, that
because
is
our sweet Lord and Savior Anne Hathaway also did produce what's the Harry Styles one that she did on Prime?
Oh gosh, I have no idea. But I know that in Anne we trust, so I'm not worried.
In Anne we trust, and we're going to look at that.
That makes me feel like as soon as you said Anne Hathaway was part of it, that made me feel a lot better.
That makes me feel a lot better. But I digress. This film, or not this film, this novel, this book, you can tell it's self-published, and this, I don't even know if that's her real name, but yeah, we can tell it's fan fiction, and this is coming from two girlies who have written fan fiction, and my writing is terrible, to preface this, but there are some choices that were made that it was like, girl, run this through a fucking editor first before having it hit the big screen, because there's so many cringy quotes. First of all, Anastasia Steele, we all know, do I have to read the summary of the book? Let me read you a quick summary of the book.
Yeah, read the summary of the book, and then I have something to say real quick.
Because we all know we have Anastasia Steele, who's our Bella Swan, and then we have Christian Grey, who is our Edward Cullen. But she's a shy girl next door who was sent to interview Christian Grey when her roommate Kate is sick, right?
Yes.
He's super ultra wealthy CEO. He's cold. He's intimidating. We don't know what the fuck he actually does. He's just CEO of Christian Grey Enterprises, whatever that means. The first meeting is awkward, and Christian is immediately intrigued by Anastasia because of her innocence, because homegirl tripped over her own feet. And then he begins kind of low-key stalking her. He's giving her gifts. He gives her a fucking laptop, first edition books.
A car,
a helicopter ride. He just keeps showing up in her life, and she, for some reason, is like, swooning over it. They get closer. Anastasia learns that Christian is secretive, and he's super emotionally fucked up. It's during that time that he reveals that he's really into BDSM. He is what the BDSM community would call a shitty dominant.
High key shitty. Emphasis on the shit.
Emphasis on the shit. He has a red room, which Anastasia, Jesus Christ, I don't know where Anastasia came from. Anastasia calls the red room of pain, but it's not. It's his playroom where he has all of his toys, for the lack of a better term.
You mean like your Xbox or something?
Oh, my chest.
I'm sorry.
I'm sure those made me lose an implant.
Implant almost came flying.
Yes, he shows her Xbox. Then he shows her an NDA, which is a lengthy fucking contract that she would have to sign. if they entered this BDSM relationship. Mind you, Anastasia is a virgin. She is such a hardcore virgin that even the Virgin Mary went, damn. And she's like, oh, well, no. Like, there's a lot of back and forth between getting and coercion to get her to sign the NDA or the contract or whatever, the whole thing. So they can enter it because Christian wants her. He needs her so bad that he is actually becoming really fucking disgusting and red flaggish. It's basically forcing her and bribing her with sex to become his submissive, right? That's his whole thing. He wants her. He wants her as a submissive because he thinks she'd be perfect at it. Meanwhile, homegirl doesn't even know what a penis is.
But he's also like doing a terrible job because okay, I know you're trying to give the snippet, but I just have to say this because he's doing a terrible job at it because while all those things, he's also allowing her to meet his mother. He's also allowing her to, like, you know, go to these different, like, he's never been seen in public with a woman before. Suddenly he's taking pictures for the press at the graduation that he's, you know, giving a speech at. He's, you know, inviting her to dinners with his mother. I'm like, hello, anybody would be confused. Like, you're not playing by the script. You're not playing by the contract. So why should she?
Yep, because the contract explicitly states that they would only be together for the weekends that were allotted or any other agreed upon time. However, Christian makes it very clear that he is not a relationship guy. He's not a good dude.
Not hearts and flowers.
He doesn't do romance. He hard. God, that line made me want to actually just drown myself in the toilet.
That was I wrote that one down. It's, I don't make love, I fuck hard. Shut the fuck up, dude. No, I swear to God, if anybody ever said something like that to me, no, I'm out. I don't know how she survived.
It depends on the person.
The other thing too, when he said I'm 50 Shades of fucked up, nope, out, bye.
Okay, I'd be laughing so hard. I have to put my underwear back on, put my clothes back on, and be like, I'm out.
I gotta go.
I can't do this. Like, I gotta go. You can't, like, I'm 50 Shades of fucked up. Get the fuck. And apparently so am I.
And maybe I am too. I need to go to therapy. We'll see you later.
Here, like, that's it. We're done. Oh my god. He's Christian. Edward walked so Christian could run. And Christian did not. He fucking stumbled. But anyway, because our sweet Anastasia is a hopeless romantic because she's an English major, because of course she fucking is.
English lit.
She wants the true lovey-dovey actual relationship. Again, as she should. Homegirl is like early 20s, and she's never been in a relationship before, and her first
saved her virginity
off her fucking feet is Mr. fucking 50 Shades of fucked up. Hello?
Mr. Yeah. I exercise control in all things, Miss Steele.
Mr. I'm gonna put you on birth control, Miss Steele.
Mr. I'm a dominant Anastasia.
What takes me out to is the laters, baby. Get the fuck out of here.
Laters, baby.
Okay, hold on. I gotta go on this tangent. EL, if you're listening, girl. If he's supposed to be a dominant, I feel like sweetheart would have been a better term. You can't use the term baby when you're trying to make him this like big, strong, alpha male, dominant type character. Just to have him be like, baby just doesn't work.
Well, and I get it because I get it because the whole laters baby thing was him making fun of his brother with her roommate, whatever the fuck her roommate's name was. So, like, I get that part. Like, it was just meant to be, like, a funny ha ha ha. But, no, it didn't work.
But he explicitly calls her baby multiple times as a pet name.
Yeah, it doesn't work. It just
It
doesn't work.
doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. And oh God, the way she talks, the way Anna talks, and the way she acts like she is a Victorian child, even though it's 2000 fucking 11, and you make it incredibly clear that it is 2000 fucking 11, because you have 65% of the book written in fucking email form with a whole email thread of them going back and forth and back and forth in 2000 fucking 11.
And the BlackBerry, oh my god.
I genuinely like. This book is 536 pages long, by the way, and a good 100 to 200 of that is Inner Goddess and email threads.
Email threads, yep.
Fucking disgusting. Let's see. What did I have written on the last part of it? Book reaches its emotional climax when Anastasia asks Christian to show her the full extent of his lifestyle. He spanks her. After experiencing a particularly intense punishment scene, she realizes that what Christian wants doesn't align with what she needs, which anyone could have fucking told you that because you're a virgin.
And you made it very clear from the beginning that you didn't want this type of lifestyle. You wanted him, and he said that that's not what he could give you.
And still signed the fucking contract like a fucking dodo. And then the book ends with her being like, I can't do this. No, this isn't what I want. Whatever. Oh God, just crap with this book is the way Anna is written. She's simultaneously a traditional early 2010 girl mixed with the vocabulary of a Victorian princess. Like I highlighted a quote that made me want to actually fucking rip my hair out because the way she talks pisses me off. And I don't know if you were annoyed by how she talks. Like she says, "Holy crapola." Who says that anymore? This is 2011.
Well, she doesn't cuss, so she doesn't swear. She doesn't, like you said, it's like somebody from the 2000s trying to be Victorian, and it's just weird because it's like and for example, like I think a thing that really bugs me is her roommate is not like this at all. So she has a roommate who is very much the 2011 it girl. Family has money. She's going on all these trips. She cusses. She swears. She lives life to the fullest. Nobody tells her shit. She is just kind of a bad bitch, you know? And while Anastasia is her own person, if you are like, because they become best friends, right? Like to the point where they move to the city together, they live in an apartment together. That is her entire best friend.
Her ride or die.
And so some of that will rub off on you. So the fact that we're still in this, like, it drives me insane that she is still just this like sheltered little Victorian child with arguably even more, what's the word I'm looking for here, clumsy than Bella Swan herself. Like, it just drives me nuts. I'm like, some of your roommate's personality had to have rubbed off on you. Kate, that's her name. Some of Kate's personality had to have rubbed off on you, and it's not. And it bothers me. So, like, the holy crap, or the first time she does swear, she's like, oh my god, I swore. I'm like, nobody... Oh, it just drove me nuts. I don't know. I don't like it when it's almost like forced innocence, and that's how it felt.
She was a pick-me. She's a pick-me. Anastasia Steele's a fucking pick-me.
Everything you could do to make her seem like this sheltered little, like you said, like pick-me, just like proper, but not. And then on the same front, she's not. You know, it's like they're trying to raise a princess here, but she's not. She's got divorced parents. She doesn't even know her dad. The man that she calls her dad is not actually her dad. The man that she calls her dad and her mom are divorced. Like, there's so many elements to this, and it's fine. I'm not saying that she can't still be a shy, meek girl, but when you like she's been through hard stuff in her life. There's no way she's still this innocent and shy and meek. And it drives me nuts because it's just like forced innocence to an extent that I just can't get behind personally.
Not just a fit. Ooh, hold on. I'm going to have to pause for a moment.
Okay, that's all right. We can pause.
Okay.
Okay, we're good.
The forced innocence and just the, oh God, I have to read this sentence because it genuinely made me want to fucking pluck my eyeballs out. My heartbeat has picked up and my medulla oblongata has neglected to fire any synapses to make me breathe. Get the fuck out of Dodge with that. You can't, like, you're gonna make this.
She talks about her inner
More.
goddess and her doula oblongata so many fucking times. I want to
Too
scream.
many times. Too many. And that, like, again, it's such pick me behavior. Like, you're seriously gonna sit there and tell me that this bitch, who went to college, by the way, who went to college in Washington, one of the more progressive states in the US, if I feel like you'd agree with me on that.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Again, like her best fucking friend that she's had for years. Like, I feel like you and I have been friends for a while now.
Yeah.
We have tendencies that have rubbed off on each other.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
And we don't even live together.
No.
I, again, don't understand how that tendency to just, I don't know, be a normal 21st century girl would have rubbed off on Anna.
Yeah.
Like, not to say, like, she should be a floozy, she should be out, she should be doing whatever. No, if she wants to save herself from marriage, that's fine. If she wants to continue to be a virgin, that's also fine.
Oh, I don't care about that. It's the, like, absolute
It's the
just...
way she talks. It's the way she acts. It's the way that she says. The thought overrides the irritation I feel at his high-handed words. I flush at the waywardness of my subconsciousness. He's doing her happy dance in a bright red hula skirt at the thought of being his.
Nope.
That's where we come to our. I took such a deep breath that my chest hurts.
Well, so sorry, go ahead.
It just this whole. I understand why she wanted to add in the inner goddess persona.
Mm-hmm.
If we're gonna call her that. Because Anna really doesn't know, like, Anna is having these inner thoughts, this inner conversation. You have a best friend right there. You have Kate that you can have a lot of this dialogue or this conversation with, or not even be like, there's so many parts where you can take that out. You do not have to say that your subconscious is rooting you on. You could say, as simple as, oh shit. Like, you can beat her one thought just being, oh shit.
Well, it's literally like my inner goddess is cheering me on with pom-poms. What is that? And that's, like, it's almost just feels very childish to me.
Mm-hmm.
So you have that stuff. So it feels really, like, okay, and it bugs me because similar to Bella, you have a mother who, like, she has to worry about. She's like, oh, like hopefully Bob doesn't let her burn the house down with her cookies and her whimsies and all these things. So you have, like, that similar parallel to Bella where, you know, Bella had to raise her mom essentially. And Bella's worried about the new husband being able to, like, make sure she doesn't try to jump out a plane or something. So you have that similarities, yet Bella grew up, so Bella was very mature. Anna, there's no growing up. She's still a literal freaking child. Like, none of her life experiences have rubbed off on her. That's how it feels to me. Like, that, I feel like she's learned nothing from anything in her life.
She's learned nothing.
None of her life experiences have taught her a lesson.
Yeah, like where Bella, yes, she was annoying, but she didn't talk like this.
Mm-mm.
She didn't have. Well, in New Moon, she kind of has her Edward fantasy or whatever. Where she'd see him when she was doing something stupid.
Well, yeah, but that's like a typical, like, 17-year-old freaking going through your first breakup type situation. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, I don't think really truly thinking back, I don't have an inner goddess. I
I
don't
don't
have
either.
an inner persona. I have bad bitch energy or I have sad bitch energy. And
And
that's not what Anna has. You're right. Like
no.
it's just very childish. It's very immature
And
to
I
do.
talk to myself, but the voice that's in my head is not like a cheerleader. She's not an
It's not
inner
an onlooker.
goddess. She's not another. That's just my fucking brain
That's
having a conversation with me so I can work some shit out to grow up and to work through it to, be a normal freaking human being, not to continue to just be childish and be like, my inner goddess is over here with her hula skirt and her pom poms cheering me on and is excited. No, like, I don't know. It just drives me nuts.
the way she describes Kate too, like when they're celebrating and they're at the club. And she says, the music is pounding away loud and leery outside and inside my head. Oh no, Kate is making her moves. She's dancing her ass off, and she only does that if she likes someone, really likes someone. It means that there'll be three of us for breakfast tomorrow morning. What?
She's pulling out the good moves. she's getting the moneymaker out. No, it's
it's shitty
giving
writing. It's
middle
shitty writing.
school like energy. It just does. And that's so for what I was going to say like before we got down this whole rabbit hole. It was a fanfic. And for a fanfic, this is phenomenal. Do not get me wrong. Eat this up. I would not be tearing it apart. But the fact that we went from fanfic to self-published to then picked up by a traditional publishing house and it's still like this is insane to me. Because there is no growth. There is no character growth whatsoever through any of the books. And I only reread 50 Shades, but I know for a fact because I am like remembering the other books now as well after rereading 50 Shades. There's no character development, no character growth at all. Like we stay
No.
this. She gets married and is still like this.
And I don't know if it's the childlike innocence or whatever is supposed to be intentional, but just even the way like when her supposed best friend forces himself on her and kisses her without her consent. Was it a drunken mistake? Yes, but that's still like that's a hard no. That's a hard invasion of privacy and of trust.
Yeah.
They have this whole conversation where she says he's silent for a moment. Can I see you? I'm sorry about Friday night. I was drunk and you. Well, Anna, please forgive me. And Anna says, of course I forgive you, Jose. Just don't do it again. You know I don't feel like that about you. What?
Yeah, no.
That's not
Honestly,
something an adult says.
I know that happened, but I
all.
feel like I blocked it out just because there is no consequences whatsoever. And to me, I just like at least with Bella and Jacob, Bella punches Jacob and breaks her hand. She did nothing. She gets kissed. Christian Grey comes and pulls him off of her and she says no, and then she throws up all over Christian. Like that's the extent of it. And then I need to talk to him about it, but she never actually addressed it.
She never fully addresses it and then just says, of course I forgive you.
Yeah, of course I forgive you. Just don't do it again. No.
No, that is such a childish reaction to something that is incredibly violating. Like, that's not okay. Like, not only are you breaking the trust of someone who's supposed to be your best friend, but you're kind of shitting all over a friendship and over a boundary that was set. And you're right, there was no consequences because while Bella asked Jacob to kiss her, Anna didn't.
Well, and Bella
And
asked
Anna,
Jacob to kiss her the second time. That wasn't
the
even
second time,
because
and
Jacob
it's
kissed her
so
that one
very,
time, like without permission, and like forced himself on her.
and she
And she
punched him.
punches him in the face. She breaks her hand, and then she gives him the cold shoulder and silent treatment. It's actually Edward that convinces her to like give him a second
To
chance
second
and
chance.
to allow him to help them with the situation with the others. So you know,
There
Edward
was
had a
resolution there. There
Edward
was a
had a big
resolution
part in
here.
like allowing her to forgive him. This is nothing. Like, and Christian can't stand the guy. Doesn't see any value in the friendship. Doesn't nothing. So like, how we just pretend like it's nothing and just walk away from? I can't. Like, it drives me insane.
How
And
I
there's
just say
no.
just don't do it again is what's bananas. Like that's where okay, this was a shitty fan fiction comes out because only in fanfic can you be like, okay, yeah, whatever. Like we can just accept that and move on to the next plot point.
Well, and like
I,
the other part too, like, cause so Jose is supposed to be like the Jacob equivalent, right? So he's supposed to be like a potential love interest, but at no point whatsoever, like there is no
there's a
emotional attachment. There's no emotional nothing. Like he's just there. And it's one of those things. He's like so unnecessary to the story that it almost makes me
I
ick
forgot
that
he
he's even
existed.
there.
Like
Oh, and that's the other
genuinely
thing
forgot he
too.
existed.
And he just shows up randomly, like when in later books when Christian crashes his plane or his not his plane, his helicopter. He's like there to like support Anna and the family and stuff. And I'm like, why? What are you here for?
Yeah, I would understand if it was Kate. In fact, it should have been Kate. But it really was almost like EL was like, oh, like she wasn't a fan of Jacob. You could tell she loved Edward more.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh,
that's fine.
absolutely, absolutely.
That's fine. But why, if you're gonna go that route, don't even fucking put Jose or Jacob in the fic. Just write him out. If you want to go down that route, fuck it, do it. You don't
Like
have
it
to
was
do
so
a
unnecessary because he
rival
wasn't
love interest.
he wasn't a love interest in my opinion at all. He was just an annoying freaking piece of poop that was there because nothing about anything that he did was okay or forgivable. And then on top of that, like their friendship wasn't even on the level that his and Kate's is or hers and Kate's is.
No,
Like
no,
so
not
it's
at
not
all.
even like because Bella and Jacob's friendship like that is a huge part of all of this.
Mhm.
And so if you want to include him that's fine, but make his like the emotional attachment there. There was no emotional attachment whatsoever. But quite frankly, there was no emotional attachment at all ever, not one point in time. So I don't know why I expected more from this.
No, he's a shitty plot point that was just kind of thrown in there for shits and gigs, and no one was giggling. In fact, we're shitting all over.
If anything, it just made me more mad.
It was, and that's. I think Kate was probably one of the more developed characters in this
Yes.
book,
Yeah, I
and
would
that's
agree
just
with
because
that.
she was who she is unapologetically, and we have to sit here and gag all over more and more cringy ass inner goddess moments. Um, the whole the because we do have like I do have to give her flowers. The first scene where Anna loses her virginity to Christian, it was okay. It was fine. You
Well, and
could
it's nice
tell
and
she
it's
was
sweet
trying.
because he was like,
Oh
"Oh, you're a
God,
virgin. I'm not gonna just freaking start off BDSM with you. We're gonna go have like an actual romantic night." That was sweet.
I wouldn't call it sweet though, because he didn't. He was still forcing her to eat. He was still forcing her to be in a situation that she wasn't ready for. Not that she didn't want to be there because she did. It's just she wasn't ready for it. And
Well, no, she wasn't ready for any of these things. He should have, wined and dined her and courted her, like
instead,
in
he rolls
reality.
up in a helicopter,
But
puts her in it, goes
in the
home, and starts.
situation that we're in, and the fact that he doesn't do hearts and rainbows and flowers and things, the fact that he was willing to like give her that night at least is kind of sweet.
Yeah, that's where it's like, okay, I guess we'll give you a point in that column. It's the way it's described. Like I can tell she was trying to make it really sweet, really tender. really fully thought out, really sensual with him trailing his lips all over her. Don't fucking lick my toes. You can leave the toes out of the situation. That's where I was like, we're done. I'm taking that point back. But who knows? I
And I'm out.
can't, like, that's other people's yum. I get it. But as like a first time, like this is her first time, and you're gonna put her toes in your mouth. No.
Red flag number one.
Oh, that's red flag number 100. Let's be real. The first red flag was him showing up at her fucking work, getting coveralls, rope, zip ties, and duct tape. Like he plastic. Like homie was about to be Dexter and murder her. And now I'm so upset because I kind of want to watch the movie after we're done recording, just to shit on it again.
Honestly, I was thinking about watching it last night to kind of help refresh since it had been a while since reading the book. But now I'm kind of like, maybe I'll watch it while I make some of the BTS concert freebies.
This is why. And this is why. Because it's so shitty that we love it. We love how shitty it is.
It's the same thing with like Twilight, right? So like the Twilight books, in my opinion, they're pretty decent. Like I still love them for what they are. The movies, they're so shitty I can't stop watching them. Like I just can't look away. It's a train wreck that I'll never stop watching. And I feel like that is how, like, I probably will never reread these books, to be honest, because, like, for example, I reread the first one and I wasn't instantly into the next ones. Twilight, when we reread Twilight for the podcast, I ended up reading them all. Like, I was like, okay, now I need to read the whole series. This, I did not pick up the second book. I was like, yeah, I'm good. And in fact, it actually made me go to my bookshelf, take the whole entire series off of my bookshelf and put it up for sale.
There we go. It's so, but you're right. Like I finished the book and I was like, oh.
But I do kind of want to watch the movies again.
The movies I do like to put on, but not even anesthesia or pain meds could make me want to go to the next book.
Yeah, I'm kind of good, like genuinely.
Because it's just the way, like we go through, she meets his mom, they're doing the whole boyfriend-girlfriend thing, even though they're not boyfriend-girlfriend thing, and then he's teaching her not, and I do have to mention, the BDSM community does not like this book. They hate the way they're represented in this book, and I can't blame them because it's not a good representation. Like the whole point of being a dominant and a submissive is you have this trust.
Yeah.
You have this trust, you have this exchange of power, and ultimately the power relies on the submissive. Like it still stays with the submissive. The submissive is the one who completely controls the scene. The dominant is just guiding, right? Like that's kind of how it's going, and that's not how it's going with the first scene with Christian and Anna when she's tied up. Like you gotta ease her into it, dude. Like that's where no good dom would take on someone who's completely fucking virgin, who doesn't even know again what a penis is, or she didn't know that he was gonna fit in her badge. Like he had to say, "Don't worry, you expand too," which made me throw up a little bit in my mouth. Anyway, no good dom would be like, all right, we're all in, right?
No, and he like literally says like quote, like I wrote this quote down because it bothered me. My tastes are very singular. It's like non-negotiable. You're expected to adapt, and you're expected to do it immediately.
Find another submissive that would do it. Like you know what you want, find a submissive that will do it. That's why homie has gone through so many, because he's so fucking intense, because he's not a good fucking dominant. He's not. Like most, from what I understand, and from what I've seen in different like forums and posts and discussions, doms and submissives, like they're pretty fucking, they're tight, they're close. Like they know who they are, they completely trust each other with their lives, and they have established this relationship over years, not 2 weeks.
Yeah, well, and he'll, oh, yeah. This
And
makes like
the
so
control.
another one is you will not disobey me. Which okay, first of all, no. Full stop.
Full
Hard no.
stop.
We're done. That is not like I don't know that much into a BDSM relationship, but I know enough to know that a dominant is never going to just like I'm sure there's aspects to that, but to just like full stop, you will not disobey me. It's very red flag. It's very cringe. It's very gross. It's very like it gives that wrong impression of like you are property, and I don't think
Does
I
say you are
quote me if I'm
property of
wrong.
dominant.
Like
He specifically states that she is his property. And again,
I
maybe
can't.
there are relationships that are like that or have scenes where they do that. And that's fine if it is completely understood from both parties and both accounts.
And I feel like that's not
And
something
it's
you do
not
2
that.
weeks in when you don't even know each other.
Mhm.
Like that's
This
probably
is
something
not
that
that.
happens later on in life.
Yeah, this is not that. This is not like. And the other half of me, I was like, I don't know why this thought came into my head. But I was like, wow, you're really gonna flog her, but you're not gonna choke her? All right. It was the
Yeah.
lack of sleep, but I was like, wow, what a pussy.
What a little bitch. What a fucking
Yeah,
bitch.
whatever. But
Right, because that was one of the things that was like on the no, like choking or whatever was like,
breath play, he said that, and I was like, oh, okay. And then he said he was gonna leave permanent marks, but like immediately grabs the riding crop.
I'm sorry. Yeah, no choking and no permanent marking. That's I'm
So
gonna need you to see your way out. If you're gonna be smacking me with a freaking riding crop and freaking all this other crazy fucking shit you be doing, but you're not gonna. No, I'm out. See you later.
right, right.
I can't hear you, Corinne. I'm
just
sorry. Your mic's. I can't hear
oh,
you.
how about now?
Yeah, there you are.
Okay. I don't know why that made me giggle. I pressed
I
the
just
knob.
lost you again.
Um, how are you losing me?
I don't know. You're back now, though.
Okay. Are you sure I'm back?
Yeah, you're back now.
Okay, it made me giggle that that was one of his hard limits, and it shouldn't because we should be very respectful of hard limits. But it was funny. It made me giggle.
Well, it's like cracks me up because I'm like that's the limit. You're in my opinion if okay you're right, I shouldn't be disrespectful of people's hard limits, and I shouldn't judge, and everybody has a right to their trauma, yada yada yada, but it's just like okay, for example, I don't like to be touched. That was another quote he had. Like trauma, it's valid, absolutely, but then like using it to avoid accountability, ooh, so like I get it, you've got trauma, whatever. And okay, so choking's off, leaving permanent marks is off, like because we understand like the whole permanent marking thing, like I get that, and I guess like permanent marking makes sense, but like to not leave a mark at all and to like I just for me it feels
It's a cop out.
in a vanilla
It's a cop out.
relationship, like you're talking like the very basic vanilla relationship where you just missionary sex, call it a day. Like that's like ground zero, right? Then if you want to go above that and get a little bit spicier, that's like leaving a hickey. We can't leave hickeys. What are you talking about, homeboy? We need some hickeys. Like, come on. And then like the next step above that is like the light choking. We're not doing
So
light choking and spaking, but we're full on whipping. What is going on?
it, it's such a cop out, and it really is like you can tell she didn't do a lot of research. She was just like, "Oh, this is what Doms do." It's not what Doms do. He's making rules for himself. He knows what he wants, and that's fine. Don't force it on someone who doesn't know what they're doing. Like that was the biggest fucking red flag of um of this book, was that he kept forcing her to sign the contract. Yes, they had the negotiations. Yes, they talked about it. But he wasn't compromising.
No.
She kept saying, I don't want to do the intense workout. And he's like, well, we need to work on your stamina. She kept saying no. And she was the one that brought up the word compromise and was like, okay, then 3 hours a week. If she's saying no, that's a hard no, dude. A good dom would be like, the no is no.
Yeah, no is no. Well, and it's, like, his expectation of her is just immediate obedience.
Immediate obedience, like, just not a thing.
And that's not fair, especially because, again, you don't know her, and she doesn't know what it means to be a submissive. So she doesn't understand.
She doesn't know you.
And she's telling you no.
And she's telling you no. Put her on birth control?
Yeah.
With your own doctor. You don't even let her go find her own.
She can't even go get her own OBGYN. Nope, you're going to have this OBGYN show up.
Think about it. You have this family doctor. Like, it was just so controlling and toxic, and it wasn't anything that a true BDSM relationship would be. So, like, my sincerest apologies to the BDSM community. Y'all are chill. Y'all are cool. Y'all are some amazing people. So fucking sorry that Christian Motherfucking Grey was unfortunately the first glimpse that people got of the BDSM community, because that was the first glimpse that I got. And I had this not good understanding of it. I had to go and do my own research. Well, that's when I was like, this is not good.
This is not good at all. And there's like major red flags, not just for like the BDSM community, but just in general. So anybody that's listening to this, pay attention when I speak to you, because if this sounds like you and your relationship, you should probably take a hard look at it, because it's not good. But there's a major power imbalance between the two. There's, financial control masquerading as care. That's a huge one. The love bombing, withdrawal, repeat is another major one. And then the presents instead of apologies. That I will never get over that. Like, I cannot. He uses his money and gifts as a way to just make her forgive all of his shit. He's making rules without negotiation. It's his way or the highway. It's, well, here's the first edition of these books, so you'll just get over it. Here's a new car. Here's a MacBook Pro. Here's a new BlackBerry.
Here's a helicopter ride.
Like, it's ridiculous. And it's all of these things just to get her to shut up and do what he wants.
Yeah, here's me giving in and giving you a date.
It's all disguised as a form of quote-unquote care, but really it's just financial control.
He's love bombing. He's just love bombing her. Because he does the whole, I've never introduced anyone to my mom before. I've never brought anyone to have dinner with my parents before. Homie, stop. We know what you're doing. Yep. We know what you're doing. Stop it. Get help.
Get help.
Get help. Anna, leave. Like, it's so bad. It's so bad. And yet, it was the biggest fucking smut book, because people were suddenly interested in what a riding crop to the ass feels like.
Well, and that's it. I think, like, my mom read these books before I ever did, right? Obviously, because I was quite a bit younger when these came out. My mom read them, and my mom will even be the first to admit that, like, as far as romance goes, like, and things like that, it's not that crazy. She loved it. She thought it was really good. But here I am expecting this to be, like, based on the way people are describing it and the way it's being talked about, I'm expecting it to be, like, a true look at BDSM. I'm expecting it to be a true, dirty book. And in reality, it's really not that. Like, I just remember being, like, when I finally was at an age where I could read it, I remember being extremely disappointed, extremely let down, in the sense of, like you said, a riding crop to the ass. Like, that's what we got.
And a hard spank.
What?
A hard spank. Like, that was
no,
it.
I meant like what? What are we talking about right now?
Yeah. Like, that was her final limit. That was her hard limit that made her say red. That made her say her safe word. Like, thank fuck they actually talked about safe words. But that was her final limit, was when he punished her, even though she asked for it, even though she
That's another thing that like pissed me off about Anna. You asked him, show me how bad it can get. What is the worst you can offer? Or like, what is, because she doesn't know. And you don't know what you don't know, right? So she's like, show me how bad it can be. He shows her, gives her the hardest, worst case scenario situation. And then she bails. It's not,
she said,
holy
I'm out.
shit,
and that,
this is not okay. We need to draw some lines. We need to draw some flags. Like, no, it's just gone. No conversation, nothing. Just left her.
That was fucked up. I can understand being scared and being like, ooh, we need to take a moment and talk about that. But to just literally ghost after you yourself asked, how bad can it be? What's the worst case? What is the worst punishment that I can receive? Like, I would be curious too, and I would ask too. And then if I get to that, I would know that I'm with a trusted dom. I know that I'm in a controlled and safe environment, and if I have too much, I can say no. Everything stops, which it did happen. Everything stopped.
Right, and instead of her being a grown adult
and having a conversation, she dipped. She said, "It was nice knowing you."
It was nice knowing you.
And literally left and was like, I can't do this. And I get it because he's a shitty dom. But don't, oh God, it's so like, I don't want to sound victim blaming, but it's like, just be an adult about it.
Well, that's the thing. It's, she's not a victim. She asked for it. And I'm not going to sit here and argue the validity of all of that, because the whole situation is like, because again, you have a really shitty dom. You have a situation that's not comfortable for anybody. Nobody's really truly informed. Nobody's like really actually making good informed decisions here. So again, take this with a grain of salt. But you literally fucking asked for it. And if I would get it if she asked for it, told him to stop, said red, whatever the word was. I think it was red. He didn't stop, then yeah, that would be a problem. Or if he did stop and then you guys had a conversation and he's just like, I know what's good for you, and refuses to like compromise or like bend or change the rules for you, then yeah, dip. But you didn't even have a conversation with him to be like, okay, yeah, nope, that's absolutely never going to happen again. I do not care. I'm not okay with that. What do we do to like compromise on that situation and like not go into that level, because that is too much for me? Instead, she just left.
And we're left with nothing. We are left like Christian with our dick in our hands, being like, that was it.
This is where we are. You're back in your room and your freaking Charlie Tango, because that's the name of the helicopter balloon, is deflated, and we're sad, and that's all we get. That's it. Okay.
That's it. And we ate that shit up.
And
the Mormon wives, the Mormon moms of Mom Talk ate that shit up. And Universal
we
said,
were just starving.
And
honestly,
we were starving. We were bored. This was the next big thing of like Twilight. And I hate to say that, unfortunately, 50 Shades of Grey walked so that all of these other smut books could run, so that Barnes & Noble was saved from fucking bankruptcy. Because
Barnes & Noble's back from the dead.
Yeah, because you have other actual, like, good smut books. Like, oh God, I know you hated it, but my Pucking Around series.
When I, like you'd said earlier, I don't want to yuck on anybody's yum. Like, you like what you like. There are plenty of dark romance books that I've read that I'm like,
yeah,
what the hell? How do people like this? But people love it. There's some people out there, they don't care that he broke her legs so she couldn't leave. They love that. I DNF'd that shit. There are people out there that don't care that homeboy put a knife in her booty hole and let her stab him while he was railing her from behind. I am out. So I don't, there are plenty of people that I'm sure for them 50 Shades of Grey is their yum. But I can't do it. I'm sick of it.
It's actually tears.
I'm sorry, what?
It's actually tears in my eyes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Like, I'm holding on to my boobs for dear life.
Trying to prevent the implant from flying.
Literally. It's so true. And that's why this book works, and that's why we're talking about it today, because, like, it rocked so that shitty books like The Ritual, which I feel like we do have to do eventually because it's such a shitty ass book, but everyone loves it.
I kind of really want to talk about The Ritual because I have a love-hate relationship with that one. It's so bad, but it's so bad that I kind of loved it. But I did not read the rest of them. It was bad enough that I did not want to read the next books, but good enough that I was like, okay, yeah, I finished it. Like, if I can pull through and finish it, because, mind you, so, okay, I feel like I have to say this. So the first book I was talking about, I can't remember the name of it. Honestly, it's so horrific. I can't even remember it. But the second one, I was talking about Den of Vipers, where, with the knife, okay? That book, I did not finish. I DNF'd it. Well, technically I didn't DNF, I skimmed it. Because after that scene, I wanted to DNF so bad, but I also had to know how it ended, so I just, like, skimmed through the rest of it. The other one, I had to DNF. When he broke her leg so she couldn't leave, I DNF'd that shit. I've said, I'm done. I'm not doing this. But The Ritual, apart, like, aside from those, because those are the only two books that I've ever truly DNF'd. The Ritual was so bad, I could not. It's like watching a train wreck. But at the same time, I was still like, oh, that's kind of hot. I kind of like that.
I was on the opposite end where I was like, oh, this book fucking sucks. Like, and I, of course, told Harley, you gotta read this.
you gotta do it.
I was led astray by Book Talk again, and it's all because people I don't know why they got so obsessed with this fake ass supposed college dude who just puts on handcuffs a little too tight. Like,
that's my favorite part. This is like some type of like underground college society thing. What the fuck is going on?
It was a lot. Maybe we do that on our next.
I was gonna say, so our next, we're still gonna do, should we talk about that real quick? Our next book?
Yeah. Because I think we're done here. I think we beat the horse.
I think, yeah. I think everybody kind of understands where we're coming from with the 50 Shades of Grey hate.
Read it, watch it, and reread Twilight, rewatch Twilight, and then throw in a couple spanks in there, and that's pretty much it. Like, you're not missing much. It unfortunately was such a phenomena, and it unfortunately did literally lay a path for other smut writers to be able to actually break through and not be judged for writing such intense scenes.
Or scared to release it, right? Like, that's another thing, too. I feel like a lot of people were holding stuff back because they were too afraid of, like, the scrutiny. This kind of broke that dam open, I feel like.
Exactly. So that, as shitty as it is and as terrible as it is, it unfortunately, like, did walk so that other books could run.
Absolutely.
And for that, I give it a 1 helicopter. No, I give it a 1 inner goddess.
I'll give it a 1.7.
Actually, you're right, 1.5. I'll give it a 1.5 because it did make me giggle.
I give the point. That's it. I was just gonna say I give the 0.7 for the giggling feet kicking because there was a little bit of that still. Like, even on my reread, while I hated it so much, it was still one of those where I was like, "Ooh, I definitely know why I liked this when I was younger." Because shit. It does, like, tickle a little part of my brain where I'm like, ooh. But in reality, it's such a red flag that I can't. I'm done. I'm over it.
A little bit of the controllingness, like just the tiniest touch of, you're gonna eat that, like,
like, oh shit.
The praising, the, like, minor good girls that he threw in there, like, oh my gosh, shit. Okay.
Or, like, just like this is gonna, I'm throwing myself under the bus here a little bit, but, like, the kneel. You're gonna kneel here with palms up and wait for me to return. Oh, girl, I was gasping.
Yeah. Like, did have its moments where I was like, Ooh,
Ooh, hell
that's kind of
yeah.
hot.
Hell yeah. Okay. Okay, Christian, I see you.
And then my medulla oblongata said, actually, this is shit.
My Jula Oblongata caught up and said, "What the fuck are you talking about? Run. Get out of here."
Oh, a mess. A fucking mess of a book. But
Hot
I
mess of a book.
1.5 inner goddesses.
1.7 inner goddesses for me. Red flag level is 5 out of 5.
God. 50.
50 out of 5.
50 out of 5.
Yeah.
It's too many red flags.
Oh,
Secondhand embarrassment. Oh, so
girl.
much for fucking Anna.
I had so much secondhand embarrassment from this book. It's not even funny. Even I actually remember, like, when I was younger, having a little bit of secondhand embarrassment. Because there's some of this stuff is just cringy.
Why is this still kind of working? We just literally said it. The meal, the when he's actually being a good dom, um, makes a couple of us little praise seeking girlies go.
Woo! Well, and like you'd said, I had said we were starving.
Mm-hmm,
So back in the day, yeah, it worked because we were
mm-hmm.
starving.
And for that alone, I'll give it a 4.
Yeah. Yep. I'm with you.
Emotional stability of Christian, 0, negative. The Grand Canyon. His emotional stability is at the bottom of the Grand Canyon.
Yeah. Nope. There's no saving that level of fucked up.
The worst romantic gesture, the birth control.
Oh my god. The birth control. The car. I think he
I don't
ate with
know.
that
I'll take the
car,
car.
but in
He ate the car.
no. I'll take the car too. I'm not saying that. It's just the way he went about it. You know?
That's fair. Yeah, no, that's fair. It's better than what Edward
Because
did.
it wasn't just the car, it was also the fact that he had freaking Taylor take her old car to get money for it and then way overpays her. Like he
Yeah,
didn't just buy her a fucking car. Continues to then way overpay her for said car because it was quote unquote a collector's item. Fuck off, Christian. Fuck off.
that's like calling Bella's truck a collector's
I can't.
item.
I'm
Get the fuck
done.
out of here.
I'm so done.
Um, Anna's
Anna's
growth
growth
arc,
arc, negative.
none. Flatline.
Where is she? Who?
She actually ungrew.
We reversed our age. We went from 20 something to freaking like 10. I can't.
The cringiest inner goddess moment has to be the fucking pom poms or the do not disturb sign when she's getting railed.
I forgot about that. The hula skirt. Yeah, no.
Too fucking much.
The most toxic
scene.
Sorry, you go ahead. You go first.
Oh, it has to be the most toxic scene for me is her telling Jose, "Don't do it again."
Oh, yeah. Yep. Well, and that mine is, she asks, "So are you going to make love to me, Christian?" And he's like, "I don't make love. I fuck hard." That no, that was so because then for the next 16 chapters it was because she's all lovey-dovey and like wants romance, so she's like, oh wait, we didn't make love, we fucked.
Yeah, she got stigmatized.
That I can't, no, that that fucked me up.
Final verdict.
If you read it, it wasn't because I told you to. It's because you were curious, and that's on you. So not on me.
Bored. It's because you were bored, high on painkillers, and hungry. and you can't move. and that's all that's on Netflix.
And that was the only thing that was available to watch at the time.
That was it. You're on a plane. You forgot your headphones. You have the shitty headphones that Southwest gives you, and you go on this stupid app and you try to click on like Zootopia 2 or Sinners, and instead you get 50 Shades of Grey. Oh, that's our final verdict.
I can't. Yep, that's it. That's what we got for you.
Still love hate it.
Love hate all day.
But what's the next book we're doing, Harley?
So next is it's Mate, right?
Oh, I thought we were gonna shelve that and do the mermaid one because we have to have a special guest come on for Mate.
Okay, I didn't know if our special guest was when she wanted to do that, so I didn't know if we were doing Mate Net or if we were doing the mermaid one next, which I can't even remember the title of the mermaid one. Okay.
So let's do the mermaid one, and I can tell you what the mermaid one is called because I have it downloaded. It's called To Kill a Kingdom by Alexandra Cristo.
Perfecto. And if I'm not mistaken, it's a retelling of Little Mermaid, right?
The Little Mermaid, yep.
Perfect. So that is our next book, which neither one of us have read that yet.
No, so we're gonna go on this trip together, and who fucking knows what's gonna happen because it does have 4.3 stars on Kindle Unlimited. However, it is a action-packed YA novel, so
and it was also a book
hate.
talk book. So yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Oh shit.
You know what? I'm
this
sleep
is either
deprived
gonna
enough that it
be
might
really
be good.
or really bad, but either way, we're gonna talk about it next time.
We're gonna talk about it, and we're gonna have fun, and we're gonna reconvene, and we're just here for fun. We're here for vibes.
We're here for fun. We're here for vibes, and at some point, we're gonna do Mate and have a special guest. Which yes. I'm really glad that we're going to have a special guest because I have to tell you, Karina, I am hating Mate with a burning passion.
Oh man!
So I will.
Is it the knot? Is it the knot thing?
I haven't even gotten that far. I'm about to. I want a DNF, so and I haven't even gotten there yet.
No, and that's fair because Serena's pretty fucking annoying. She's fucking annoying, God. And a lot of the actual like science biological part of it, I'm like, all right, yeah, fuck it, whatever.
Yeah, don't care. I literally do not care.
Give me some more Cohen. Give me Cohen. Get me Cohen. Where's Cohen? That is literally all that I want and need. But
I will push through, but I'm so glad we have a special guest for that one because I'm gonna need her to pull my weight for me.
Honestly, that episode, guys, I'm just gonna tell you right now, it's just gonna be talking about Cohen Alexander because he's hot, he's perfect, and he has a knot. There's
gonna be a lot of screeching. There's gonna be a lot of feral behavior, a lot of not talk, and a lot of me just sitting in the background shaking my head.
More on that to come. To come, get it?
To come. To come. You know. I cannot with you. Oh my god.
I gotta remind you guys, I haven't slept for more than like 4 hours at a time in like days.
Sleep deprived at its finest.
I finally had my first cup of coffee yesterday. It was amazing. But oh my god. Oh, so real quick, before we sign off, we both watched The Housemaid.
Oh yeah, we're skipping TBR Trouble this week to discuss the Housemaid movie because I agree. I think that movie was so good. They did such a great job. I was very impressed.
Amanda Seyfried deserves an Oscar for how well she did as Nina.
When she was ripping in the first major scene when we learned that Nina's crazy and she's ripping the freaking food out of the fridge looking for her notes, I was cackling, and somebody in the movie theater, because this woman brought her husband, the husband goes, "What a crazy bitch!" I lost my shit.
I was snorting, I was giggling so hard because I also dragged Connor to go watch it, and he doesn't know what's going on, and he was like, "The fuck?" while I'm cackling. It was fantastic. Sydney Sweeney's tits also deserve an Oscar.
Phenomenal.
I saw them and I was like, "Oh, I should have gone bigger."
I should have gone bigger.
I did hate that Enzo wasn't more of a plot point like he was in the book, but it is what it is.
they definitely kept a lot of the Enzo stuff out. I noticed that a lot. And they
Mhm.
changed the ending.
It did change the ending.
I was like, when he made her cut herself 20 whatever times, 21 times, I was like, you've got to be shitting me. Like, that threw me. I was not
I
ready for that.
appreciated that because it showed more of how deranged and toxic he was. But the way he died, I get it. You have to have the runtime, and you have to have a little more drama, a little more theater in it because of how. I mean, it's a movie. Like you have to
Yeah,
keep people
it's a movie.
entertained. You can't just be like, oh, he's dead, right?
Yep.
The way he was in the book. But um, oh, hold on just a second.
Okay.
Did you pause? Okay.
Okay, you're good.
All right. Yeah, like just the you know what? There was one thing that I did hate, and that was um Andrew's mom, the way she delivered her line of like,
Mm,
"Oh, teeth are privileged." It could have been delivered with a little more gusto. It could have been a little more like because it's a whole big reveal that she also knew her son was fucking crazy, and she was kind of rooting for Nina to kill him. Like,
exactly.
even
Exactly.
though Nina didn't, again, in the book, it wasn't Nina. Here, it kind of seemed like it was a team effort,
Mm-hmm.
but it was still done beautifully. I think it still paid a lot of good tribute to the original novel.
Yep.
Um,
Well,
and
that's
the
it. Like,
house
it's one of those
was
things, like,
how
you were.
I expected it.
The house was how you were expecting it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I agree. I think they did a great job with the house. And I was going to say, like, movie or books to movie adaptations, they can go one of two ways. And I understand they have to make changes. So like I'm not mad about the changes, and I feel like the changes that they did make all were really good changes and all made a lot of sense. The cutting like of the stomach, that threw me. I was like was not ready for that. But I didn't hate it. Like it made sense, it worked. It was, all good. And it's one of those things where it's like if you have to make changes, these are the kinds of changes that you want to see.
Yeah, because it didn't necessarily take away from the overall plot point. If anything, it helped add it.
Exactly.
Um, just it didn't do it justice with taking a lot of Enzo out because he becomes such a big player in the next book and the next movie, which by the way has been confirmed. We are getting the housemaid secret, I think is what it's called.
Which I
Um,
loved. I noticed at the end of the movie they set it up for the next book, like in the book,
yes,
and I was like, perfect. That made me so happy.
it was beautiful. It was beautifully done. It was perfect. Oh my god, the sex scene.
Mm. Mm.
The way my heart, the way I flew off to Pluto, I was like,
Ooh.
and the
Yeah,
soundtrack was phenomenal. Also,
soundtrack
that
was
was one thing I
phenomenal.
forgot to mention about the 50 Shades of Grey movie. The soundtrack, 10 out of 10. But the housemaid soundtrack was amazing. Everyone was just perfectly cast. Like I can't. Amanda Seyfried really. She blew me the fuck away with how perfect she was as Nina.
Oh yeah, she did an incredible job.
She was amazing.
Like you said, Oscar worthy. Like oh, it was so good.
So, I will watch it again when it comes out on streaming. Like
Oh yeah,
it
oh
was
yeah.
that good.
I'm gonna make Tyler watch it. So I went by myself to see it, but I am gonna make Tyler watch it because I'm like, he's got to see it.
Yeah, Connor loved it. He called it by like I think 20 minutes into the movie. He called it, or maybe
He
about halfway through.
he
He
figured it
was
out.
like, "Oh, yeah," he figured it out, and I was like, "Damn it!" But he was still thoroughly entertained. Like he still really liked it. And he's like, "Oh, this isn't as bad as like your other book to movie adaptations because it really wasn't. Like this one was for the masses. This one was really good. Um, 10 out of 10 claps and snaps all around. Get your flowers. Sydney, oh God, please give me some of your jeans.
Hand him over, Frankenstein.
Hand them over
I know, it's
because
so funny
good
because
Lord.
the day I went and got the movie was the day you were actually having your surgery.
Mhm.
And so I am thinking about you having your surgery. Then I see her tits, and then I'm like, shit, maybe I should get mine done. And all I could think, like, not to make the jokes, and I know, like, there's a whole controversy on that commercial and Sydney Sweeney's jeans and all that stuff, and we're not here to talk about that. However, as soon as I saw her tits, I did start giggling because I was like, well, those are some good jeans.
That's some great jeans.
You can't deny that those tits aren't nice.
They were perfect. They are perfect. I had to go and buy mine. It's wild.
Oh, shit. Yeah, she's got great tits.
Great movie.
Great. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 tits, 10 out of 10 movie, 10 out of 10 book. Life is good. We are really living in the high life of life right now. Prime of life.
And I forgot to mention, the dude that played Andy, his voice was delicious.
Oh my god. Yeah. I liked him a lot. He made a really good Andy.
He did. He wasn't what I pictured, but he was still like really good. I think I smack talked him a little bit, but he was perfect.
He did great.
Oh my goodness. And with that, my lunch just got here, y'all. Because I can't feed myself. I can't reach the microwave. I have to have the step stool in order to reach the microwave, so I unfortunately do have to be fed like a little bird.
Her drink got put on a shelf too high. She couldn't reach it the other day. I said, Ellie needs to grow some wings.
It was bad. I have to get so creative in order to figure out how to reach things without reaching. Yep. I need one of those little like clog over things.
Literally, I was thinking that.
But just 2 more weeks, and then I can fully lift my arms over my head.
Heck yeah, you're almost there.
Almost there.
Almost there.
But thank you guys so much for joining us and for being patient with us as we literally resurrected ourselves from the
dead. We came back from the dead, and hopefully that is the end of the mini break from podcast recording, because that was awful. I don't ever want to experience that again.
No, that was bad. And I'm not planning on having any other surgeries. So
I might go get my tits done after seeing Sydney Sweeney. We'll see.
That's fair. Actually, you're right. I got to call my surgeon back and be like, can we add a little bit more?
Add a couple more CCs in there for me.
Actually, we should have just rounded out to 500.
Oh, shoot.
But thank you guys so much for being patient with us, for joining us on another episode of Hot Takes and Paperbacks. Send us your recs, send us your thoughts and feelings, and send us what you want us to review, take apart, trash, or praise.
Yeah.
What is our email?
hottakesandpaperbacks@gmail.com.
Perfect. That is hottakesandpaperbacks@gmail.com. And you can follow us on all of our socials: TikTok, Insta,
YouTube.
Am I missing one? YouTube,
Spotify. Whatever.
Podcast at hottakesandpaperbacks@gmail.com.
Oh shit.
Yay.
Later, love you, bye.